In this box is the brand new limited edition Pulse. What on earth? This is crazy looking. Now, I have not seen any leaks for this thing on the internet, so I truly have no idea what to expect. The only thing I have been told is it has something to do with graffiti. By the way, if you're one of the few people watching this that is actually subscribed, seriously, thank you so much. And if you're not, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Before we get into this thing though, I've collected quite a few sticks since my last stick tour video. So I'm gonna go through every stick that I've gotten in 2025, starting with the limited edition Miami Vice Twitch. Now, if you watched the unboxing video for this last year, you might remember my reaction when I first saw it. Yo! No way. I was quite surprised, and not because of the crazy graphics, but because it was the wrong hand. Now, this was actually the first stick that I ever worked directly with Bauer on, and I may have missed a key detail when I gave them all of my specs. So they sent me a lefty, which was totally my fault, but after unboxing that lefty, I was pretty bummed and did not know what to do. So that video would have just been really lame. So to resolve the issue, they sent me a righty, and a few days later, I came back down here, put on the same clothes, and tried to match the cameras to make it look like I had that righty all along. And I was able to give it away to one lucky subscriber down in the comments. Fast forward a few months, and the next twig I got was one that I'd heard a lot of hype about, but never actually got to try for myself, and that is the Hyperlite 2. Now, this is a stick that I feel like most hockey players had probably tried, but given my late start to the game, this came out before I was even playing. A ton of people had recommended it to me in the comments, so I decided to pick one up, and I went with some different specs on this one just because I already had so many sticks in my specs. So this was my first P90 TM curve, and I specifically remember my first time using it. It was a random weeknight where I showed up to the rink and there was a ton of people there.
Oh my goodness.
Moving into the summer now, where I traveled to Nashville, Tennessee to play in the charity tournament called the Wish Cup. I played on two different teams there, Team GG, which is the team that I put together of a bunch of other fellow creators.
Yeah, I'm going back here, boys.
Don't film my cries.
As well as the Wish Cup All-Star Game. And for that, I got two custom Twitches, both the red as well as the blue, which, as you can see, I no longer have. So I did a shootout video to celebrate 50,000 subs last year, and in that video, I told y'all that if I managed to score in the Wish Cup All-Star Game, that I would sign my stick and toss it over the fence. And honestly, when I got to Wish Cup, I had kind of forgotten about that, but y'all made sure to remind me. The moment I got there, people were coming up asking me if I was gonna throw my stick over or not, so of course, I had to live up to my word. I somehow ended up scoring in the All-Star Game and then scored in a little shootout competition at the end, so as promised, I tossed my stick right over. I did, however, keep the red one, which I used the rest of that week playing for Team GG. And overall, the Twitch in general has been one of my favorites, but honestly, I miss that blue one. For whatever reason, this red one just doesn't quite hit the same. About a week after the Wish Cup ended, I was straight from Nashville over to Boston for the Flylight launch event. Bauer flew me out for the event, and it was honestly probably the coolest event I've ever been to. If you watched my What's in the Bag video, I told a few different stories about bumping into Jack Hughes and Patrick Kane at that event, as well as the video I got to film with the Hudson brothers.
So it's been more roller hockey recently.
No. Yeah, it is.
He just started.
He takes like feedback.
He started playing 2 years ago.
I can like
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
But I haven't yet told the full story of everything else we got to do while there. So it was a 2-day event. The first one was mainly just that launch event party, but the second day is when we first filmed that Lane Hudson video, and then we got to play a game in the all-new Flylight gear. This was my first time stepping on ice after quite a while, and as a lot of you guys know, roller hockey has really been my focus, so my ice skills, especially then, were not quite there. Didn't play the best, but the game ended with a crazy finish. Brody True clap bomb from the blue line with 0.01 seconds on the clock to win it.
2, 3, oh my god, no!
It was a pretty electric finish and overall just a really fun game. Before the game too, Nasher, Brody, and I all snuck over to the extra rink where they were filming that Patrick Kane 1000 pucks on the ice, and we got to give it a shot for ourselves. I ended up with a couple of different stock Flylights from that event, but as soon as I got home, that's when I got to try out some customs. So first I did a little promo for the Bauer Quick Turn, and I got the all silver Flylight, which honestly I've never ordered an all silver stick before. I typically go for something with a bit more color, but I just thought the reflections on this thing looked really cool, so I had to pick this one up. And this was also around the same time that I had joined my first ice hockey league. Getting all that new Flylight gear kind of inspired me to try and shift from roller to ice. And the first game using this silver Flylight, I had what I'd say is probably my best ice hockey play to this day.
Yeah.
After that, Bauer dropped the two-tone custom flylight, so I grabbed the light blue on top with purple on the bottom, which later I was told looked kind of like a gummy worm, and now I just cannot unsee it. Regardless, I think it looks pretty sick. Getting to see all the custom flylight options at the Bauer event, my two favorite colors were the purple and the blue, so I figured why not go ahead and combine the both. Shortly after that, Bauer completely out of the blue sent me this, a custom purple tracer, which was kind of random, but I ended up liking this thing a lot more than I thought I would. I did enjoy the original tracer, but just hadn't used it in a while with all these other new sticks. When I got this, I had to try it out, and for whatever reason, this has been my favorite stick recently. Like I said, I joined my first Ice League this year, and the two games that I used this stick, I happened to score in, so maybe there's a little superstition going on with this thing, I don't know. Next came the Proto 2, and again, I got to do some promotion on these, so I did get the black and the white version. Honestly, I don't know which one of these I like better. I feel like the white has a really cool look, but on ice, it does kind of just disappear a bit. The black one also just looks sick. I actually got to see these a few months early at the Bauer event in Boston. They had this little room where they had a ton of unreleased sticks, including this one and the next one we're gonna see. I do find myself tending to reach for the tracer or some of these upcoming sticks instead of the protos, but also really solid options. Next is one I got very recently, the Pulse. This one came in a really fancy box that I was initially going to do this video on, but once I heard about the limited edition version, I figured I might as well wait a little bit. This is another one that I actually have not cut yet, as I've been experimenting a little bit with different stick lengths again, so I held off on cutting this one and instead cut this one. This is one of the quick turn custom purple Pulses, and I did cut this one down to actually give it a try, and I have loved this thing so far. I'm sure you've already heard about that dual kick point that gives you the low kick release but mid kick feel, and I don't know if it's that or something else that I really like about this thing, but I will say there's something different about this thing. I did also go slightly longer with this one, so that could have some factor in it, but I feel like this shot does just whip right off this thing, which makes me extra excited to open up the brand new limited edition Pulse. But first, one more twig. If you haven't seen it yet, I actually just got some of the most insane custom goalie pads. I went full tie-dye on all of the pads, and I just posted a video recently trying goalie for the first time with my boys Brody and Nashville shooting at me, so check that one out if you haven't already seen it. But of course, I needed a goalie stick to use, and I got this one. I don't know what the heck it is, to be honest. Elite. I don't know anything about goalie, but I'm trying to get into it. I sent my glove off to the goalie glove guy to work on, and I finally got my goalie skate sharpened, so I'm ready to go here pretty soon. But that leads me back to today. It's time to get into the brand new limited edition Pulse. Now, it doesn't even sound like this is in another box. I think it's just straight up in here. Let me just get a feel first. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. That's why it sounds so weird. There are 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is the wrong box. Oh, no freaking way. This is the wrong box. All right, for real this time, this is the limited edition Pulse. And here we go. Well, maybe not. Dude, what else is holding this together? What on earth? This is crazy looking. Hold on. Wow. This is definitely unique. So first thing I'm seeing in the actual packaging here is all of this color. We've got purple on top, pink on the sides. This is just unique, man. Wow. I thought last year's limited edition Twitch was crazy. I think this thing tops it. Whoa. Yo, the limited edition on there, that's clean too. I like that a lot. What a stick. This kind of gives me like Chell vibes as well. You got the random little logos like the goalie masks here. I love the silver, dude. That honestly looks really clean the way that reflects. But let me know your guys' overall thoughts. Do you love it? Do you hate it? It's definitely out there and not for everyone, but I do think it's pretty cool for a limited edition stick. This might have to be one that just sits on a shelf for me, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks so much again for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and check out some of my other videos that are popping up right here. That's all for this one though. My name is Kazxi and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.